So welcome Inga Deksne, creator of Magical Creators events, and we are live here just sharing about the Magical Creators event, which is next Saturday, a week on Saturday, the 10th of October. And I'd just love you to tell people, what is Magical Creators all about? You know, what's it going to give us? Because I know I've attended the last Magical Creators event and I just got so much out of it personally as an entrepreneur, as a spiritual business, as a business owner. So, you know, what is it Magical Creators event about, and who is it for?
Great. Thank you for having me. And it's so nice to connect with you, since you are my star attendee, because I am boasting left and right about your successes after the event. And it is a place actually to get inspiration for your next business idea. So first of all, it's a business growth event for spiritual and intuitive entrepreneurs. It will give you both healing aspect and also business growth aspect. It's a mixture, because I believe it goes hand in hand. You can't evolve without healing your internal wounds. And as we discovered, especially at the last event, that some of the wounds are so hidden and we are not aware. And it may be situations that you do all the right things, you follow all the blueprints that are available to the world, and it still doesn't work for you. And it's only because something was hindering you from moving forward, because that wound wasn't healed. And this is what we do in Magical Creators. During the space of the event, we go through the healing process, we learn new strategies, and then we integrate it together. And I also envision it as a place for people to become visible, for healers to become visible to the bigger audience. That's why we invite former attendees to become a speaker at the future events. So you become visible to the likes of Mind Valley or Hay House, that you will be invited to be a speaker on those platforms. It's like you jumpstart to the greatness and more visibility.
It's almost like paying it forward as well in what you're doing, that the attendees are then getting their exposure in their own businesses going forward. The more it grows as well with your events. So yeah, that's lovely. That's lovely. And the thing, you know, when I attended it, when was it? Was it back in, was it March or was it?
No, it's May.
May, sorry. I knew it was an M, yeah. When I attended back in May, the thing that struck me that was really unusual about, because I attend 2 or 3 business events a year, and the thing that struck me was the mix of practical and the healing side or the spiritual side. You know, it wasn't just all practical and strategy, and it wasn't all just healing. And I love that mix, and that's personally how I coach too. So it really, really spoke with me, and I had a lot of shifts personally at the event. And my course, you know, Divine Goddess course, but Step into Divine Magic, came out of it, all from that event, and it was amazing for me. And you know, the one thing that I think you're totally spot on in what you're saying is that it doesn't matter how many strategies we follow, it doesn't matter how much different types of healing we do. Sometimes there is really deep levels that need healing, and I certainly had that come out at the last event. And there was a couple of things that were really, really deep for me that I thought I'd healed at a certain level, which I obviously had, but then they came out a lot stronger in that event. And there was it shifted me a lot, that event, massively. So just tell us, how did it evolve? You know, what was the idea of this? Because this is your 3rd event that's coming up now. Where did it start, and then how did it evolve? Because I love hearing this about the stories about how things have evolved, because it's you know, it's really good, and it's becoming quite big each time, and like I say, it's different each time. So yeah, tell us how it evolved.
Yeah, so it started as a channeled suggestion from one of the speakers, actually, back in the beginning of 2019, that I need to do live events. And back then I promised myself that I will never do live events because I had really bad experience in 2012 when I organized live event and nobody turned up. So I I went into hiding in online space. But the moment the idea was planted into my head that I need to do the event, it felt that this event has its own agenda, and it's very powerful, and I am just an implementator of this event. It's my mission to make it happen. And it brought to me people who would help. I'm getting ideas of what needs to be in at the event, like the whole sequence of speakers and topics. It was outlined, like it was given to me, and that's why part of it seems so easy to implement. And sometimes we all have those moments when I don't want to do it anymore, it's too much work. And then it kind of gives you that additional encouragement. Things line up, and I know then that it's a great mission, and it's supposed to be. Because when I just launched this event, I had like really complicated situation with my daughter's health, and it seemed like this is the last thing that I want to do. But I was so supported both from spirit realms and my friends that event happened in October last year, and it was a live event. And I was so surprised. Well, I knew that it's going to be a good event, but I was blown away by the magic, the energy in the room. It was so, so beautiful, so powerful. And back then it felt that it's impossible to escape the transformation. We were in that room and we went through the shift all together, not just people in the room, but speakers as well. And that's why what I love about this event, that it doesn't have this difference. So gurus, speakers on the top, and then attendees at the bottom in the room. It makes us all so equal in the face of transformation, that it's like additional magic. And when we did the second event, I thought, okay, it's time to expand, to play bigger game. And I decided to have 2-day events. And we have a lot of speakers who were attendees. And so majority of attendees are gifted healers. So we brought those elements into the event. And of course, pandemic happened. Our in-person event had to be taken online. And back then, I wasn't that sure that energy will be able to translate into the virtual space. But oh boy, I was wrong.
So did.
It was so powerful. And by the end of second day, I was transformed. I could feel in my bones that, all the molecules have been restructured, like it shifted. And everyone in the room felt the same. So it doesn't matter that it was online. And we had this feeling that we are in the same space. And this is what I loved so much. And as you mentioned, so because we had so many healing moments, we cried a lot. And it's a part of the process. So whoever comes to the next event crying, maybe mini breakdowns are expected, but it's all part of the process, and it's so beautiful.
And we do a lot of laughing and a lot of dancing.
And dancing and laughing, yes.
Yeah. And you're so right, just listening to you there, because I felt like that. There were some people who were speakers at the last event who were like, wow, somebody I would see is really, really rocking the business. and yet at the same time you felt we were all on a level playing field, totally. So I can totally vouch for that. And I can totally vouch for the fact that I might have been here in my own living room, but at the same time, you know, I felt like I was there with everybody else, you know, and the way he handled it online, everything, it was really, really good. And just listening to how it evolved, and I was just looking, I always look for synchronicity in everything, and it just really, really made me smile, because you said that the idea was a channeled idea. It came in as a channeled idea, and you were told you were going to do it and everything else. And I couldn't help but smile to think that in May, when I attended your event, in one of those, you know, speaking events within your event, you know, a channeled guidance came in for me to deliver my course. And I went off, followed the advice, run off with it, and then launched it, you know, and it was totally channeled down to me at your event. And your event started with a channeled idea. So
Yes.
that's just, yeah, that's just magical to me. Do you know what I mean? And I think, wow, you know, and I experienced the shifts with you, but also loads of practical strategies came out. It's not all woo and spiritual, it's very practical too.
Yeah.
So what's in store at this next one, and you know, where can people get tickets, and you know, yeah, what's it all about, this next one?
So the next one, and you also mentioned in terms being at the same level, and it also, no matter where you are in your business, even if you have your 9-to-5 job and you have idea of running your business, it will be helpful nevertheless.
Yes.
And that's why what I love about Ziwa and how it unfolded. So no matter which level, you will up level in your category. So whatever the next level is for you, you will go up.
Yeah.
And so that's why it doesn't matter where you are in your business. And looking at the agenda of this event, what I wanted to do, I wanted to make it very specific around a particular topic. And looking at the agenda, probably there are more practicalities. It's like 80% practice and 20% healing. And also what we decided that we will put the healing towards the end, because based on the experience, after you've done the healing process, you are worn out, and it may be a little bit difficult to focus on practicalities, back to earth type of things. So this time agenda, we will have first with the practicalities, and then the healing will finish. And what we are doing this time, so the topic is money and abundance. It's called Abundance Accelerator Edition. But I wanted to come from the point of view, not the abundance in terms of I feel abundant looking at the stars in the sky, there are so many leaves, or I have a lot of flowers and I feel abundant. It's not about feeling abundant, which is part of the process, of course, but it's very practical income generating activities. So, and we will start with Melanie will take through a particular process to blast your old money stories that keep you away from generating more money into your life. So, and it will be tapping. And then practical matters will be through messaging, how to monetize your messaging, how to, you know, entice people to buy programs from you based on how you craft your messages. I will be talking about Facebook ads in terms of how to use them efficiently, and how to embrace actually that it's not, you know, you're spending a lot of money on Facebook and not getting anything back. It's more how to make it more efficient for you. And we will have also Philippa Scobie, who was a fellow attendee with you, and she will talk as profit first approach. And I'm personally looking for that particular session as well, because it trains you to manage your money the way that you become sustainable, and you will be able to manage your money no matter how much it comes your way. And I think it's important to prepare for avalanches. Then we have website expert as well, how to use your website as a money generating tool, not just your displaying your services and being a virtual business card for you. And then we have, so Gosha will be presenting a brand new topic, brand new topic for the attendees. It's around how to use intuition in your business to generate money.
Brilliant.
And it will be, we will work in pairs, so in the breakout rooms. It's very interactive, practical session. And we will finish with your favorite Akashic records. And in this particular, it's also, Marina will present it for the first time to general public, as a journey into the wealth chambers. And also to do all the cleanup, getting messages. So as you experience, you got a download during the Akashic record session, and you could monetize that knowledge that you got. And so each of the session actually, right, is worth on its own, you know, like the money you spend for the whole event, you could easily spend on each session separately.
Oh yeah, totally. And do you know how jam-packed is that with, you know, amazing things that we all need in our business? So I'm sat here listening to that thinking, yeah, I want to do that for my website. You know, I'm actually putting profit first in, so I want to know more about that. You know, and like the fact about Melanie tapping us into more abundance, and then you with your Facebook ads, now we can use them practically. It's packed with things that we all need, no matter what level of business we're at.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Yes. And also, so what we like building on, previously we had the reunion party after the event. This time we are going to spin a little bit on this reunion party. It's called reactivation party. So each attendee, like each speaker, will present a 30-day task. And you don't need to do all 8 tasks. You can pick and mix, but to choose at least one task that you're going to implement for the following 30 days. And then we get together on 11th of November, and then we will see what has happened during 30 days.
Fantastic. So we're all sort of still in that container working together.
Yes.
The next 30 days afterwards.
Yeah, so effectively you get 2 events for the price of 1. And each ticket holder has access to Magical Creators online membership, at least for a month. And you get support with any activities that you want to implement. And there is one more thing I wanted to share with you. This is a wheel of success, of fortune. So we will be drawing 8 people will be getting one session with one of the speakers based on the, you know, what the wheel will show.
Brilliant. Brilliant. There's prizes too. That sounds fantastic. So where can they get tickets? And they can get tickets on the link that I share out there now.
Through your link, yeah. It's magicalcreators.live/Sarah. And
right, brilliant. So, brilliant. Okay, well, get yourself there. Honestly, it's the best event I attended this year in May. I got so much out of it, and honestly, it was just a no-brainer to book this one. So if you're thinking about it and you're thinking, oh wow, it's just got everything I need, just come and join us, because honestly, you'll have it's not called magical for no coincidence. You know, it really is a magical event.
And I would recommend to do it sooner rather than later. And there is a special price till 1st October, well, including 1st October. And there is a payment plan available as well.
Great.
And why I decided to do payment plan, because in the past, and like you are building on your own experience, you're building on your own wounds. But I remember that there were events in the past I really wanted to attend, but I physically couldn't afford. It's not that I thought, oh, I don't have money, or I don't want to spend so much money. I just didn't, like, and I missed so many events, and I wanted to avoid it for people. That's why there are even two payment plan for basic ticket and 3 payment plan for VIP ticket. But also, so if you know somebody well, they can get a 6 payment plan as well.
Great.
So it's for me, it's the main thing that somebody commits to doing it, and it's also how you can choose whether the event is for you. If there is a calling, like you feel that you want,
I know in your heart.
yeah. And sometimes also another funny thing is when you start coming up with the reasons why you can't attend this time. It's a sign that you need to be there.
Yeah, totally. And it's accessible because the payment plan makes it accessible. So yeah, honestly, you won't regret it, because I just absolutely loved it, and I can't wait for next week. So if you're thinking about it, you'll know with your heart, and just honestly go for it. It's just, there'll be a lot of shifts. It's going to be magical again. I can feel it already, just sat here. I can feel the energy.
It started already. I could feel the energy of the event taking over. So the sooner you buy the ticket, you get into that vortex of magic straight away.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much, Inga. Is there anything else you want to add about Magic Creators before we go?
Yeah, I think it's just about the feeling, and it's your contribution to raising the frequency, and as a part of why I wanted to do the event, just to raise the frequency of the healing energy.
Yeah. And I definitely, my vibration totally raised at the last event, and I know it will. It's the next one, so come and join us. It's going to be a magical day. Okay, thank you, Inga, so much for coming on and sharing this with us. Okay, I can't wait for it, and I'll see you there. Thank you.
Thank you.